Yeah. Put on a suit, step up to the plate. Not looking for casuals, looking for debate. Fluent versus chill versus everyone. Break it down till the best one wins. More fluent every time we talk, that's not ridiculous. Let us hear your thoughts walk.
The King of New York!
Amen.
The greatest Nick of all time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Greatest Nick of all
This is so crazy. Especially from an old head.
Nasty.
It's not Jalen Brunson's. It's not Jalen's fault. The list is so short.
Stop it. His own father said Patrick Ewing is still the GOAT. All right, so we're not even gonna worry about that.
Jalen, and
Patrick Ewing is still up there.
Let's stop acting like you ain't heard this before.
Hey,
how many rings for Patrick got? How many rings?
Zero, but he still had better playoff performances than Jalen Brunson. We're acting like Patrick Ewing was, a dumpster fire in the playoff. No, he showed up. The team just didn't win. Or
Jalen, what is the greatest era of basketball?
Hey, that's up for debate.
Have there ever been more skilled players in the game of basketball? Have there ever been more athletic players in the game of basketball?
No, this era.
Therefore, Jalen Brunson is the greatest Nick of all time.
Look, he could be top five. Top five.
Can I put that out, Tone? You suck to start this. You can suck to start this. But you know what? I'm here for it. Because Jalen, we've heard this before. Okay, we 100% heard this before. Let me tell you how I know for a fact we heard this before. When the Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA, let me rephrase that. Excuse me, let me rewind. When the Los Angeles Lakers win the NBA championship in 2020, Anthony Davis is better than Malone, by the way. Anthony Davis is a top 3 power forward of all time. When the Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA championship, Giannis is better than Malone. He's the second best power forward in NBA history. Okay, when the Denver Nuggets win the NBA championship, Jokic is the best offensive player in NBA history. Let's get nasty, Jalen. Let's do that. Let's get nasty.
We live in a world of overreactions, but it's up to people like us to break the temperature down, as you say. Let everybody calm down.
Relax.
Let's relax.
Please.
The NBA has more than just the past 10 years or 5 years.
Those TVs were grainy in the 70s, man. I don't know about this Walt Frazier guy. I don't know.
Hold on. Walt Frazier. You're comparing Walt Frazier to Jalen Brunson? What did Walt Frazier do comparable to what Jalen Brunson just did?
Oh, I'm sorry.
This guy's title, at least. I mean, he at least is in the ring culture.
Whoa.
Frazier?
Stop right there. Not only is he in the ring culture, why you say one? He got 2 of them. Let's be clear about that.
Remind me who was the Finals MVP?
And it was Willis Reed.
Both times?
Sure.
Yes,
and remind me about how many ABA players were playing in the NBA back then before the merger?
None of that doesn't matter. That does not matter. That doesn't matter. No,
that
doesn't matter.
Of course it doesn't.
No, it doesn't matter. And we've already been over this. We've been over this numerous times. It doesn't matter. Who was the best player in the ABA during that time?
Dr. J.
He was never at any point better than Jabbar. Ever. He wasn't better than him in high school. He wasn't better than him in college. He wasn't better than him in the pros. Ever. And it's the best player in the ABA. Ever. He was never better than Jabbar. And Jabbar is amongst other guys like Dave Cowens. Like, why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Because you know you're Fugazi.
No, Bob. Why am I Bob Mack? Bob McAdoo, Dave Cowens, Jabbar, all of these. John Havlicek. These guys, the guys in the ABA,
There's no talent in the ABA.
I ain't saying it was no talent in the ABA. What you're trying to insinuate?
What I'm saying is we're all the best players in the NBA.
Yes, they were.
All the best players. So there's no player in the ABA that should have knocked out a player from the NBA's roster.
No, I'm not saying that.
There was no player in the ABA that should have knocked out a starter in the NBA on anyone's roster.
I'm all here. I'm all ears to hear it. Who? Name them.
Dr. J? Moses Malone?
Okay. So Dr. J, Moses Malone. So Moses only played 1 year in the ABA. I think he played 1 year or 2 years in the ABA. So he didn't even play that long. So I'm sorry, 1 year. So it wasn't like these dudes played 8-9 years in the ABA. He only played 1 year. Doc played.
But where were they when the Knicks won their titles?
The ABA had just started.
And where were they?
They was in the ABA.
Okay. So
are you insinuating this is
level? I'm saying all the levels. All the levels.
Are you insinuating, Tone, that these guys in the ABA, like maybe the Knicks wouldn't have won their NBA championships if these guys played in the NBA?
Well,
is that what you're saying?
I don't want to speak in hypotheticals. You can't guarantee it for sure.
You're bringing up the ABA. That's what you're bringing up. So I'm asking you a question, Tone. Are you insinuating?
Well, I'm insinuating. No, I'm straight out saying that one title in today's NBA is worth the equivalent of 2 in the 70s before the merger.
And why is that, Tone?
Because all the greatest players in the world now play here. And that was not the case. That was not the case in the 70s.
And how many of those guys, since we're in the ABA, since we're talking about the ABA, how many of those guys are making championship level differences? How many of those guys are doing that?
Well, if I
want to put that,
if I were to make a team of ABA players and international players in the 70s, I'd be goddamn competitive for a title.
They used to play the ABA used to play the NBA in exhibition games. That used to go on, right? So that's not something that was not something that was nonsense. That used to go on. But what I'm asking you is, of the guys that played in the ABA, how many of these guys are championship level changing guys? Because Doc came to the NBA from the ABA. He was only 26 years old, by the way. It wasn't like Doc showed up, he was 30, he was past his prime. He was getting bounced routinely getting bounced. And this is the best player in the ABA, by the way. Routinely getting bounced. So I say that to say
that's his team, though.
Of course, here we are. So
that's
again, that 76er team that he was on when he got on the crew was a band of characters. When Moses Malone, who also came from the ABA, when he got to Houston, what ended up happening with him? He ran up on that Boston Celtic team, mopped them dudes out. Goodbye. Get them dudes out of here. And again, he only played 1 year in the ABA. That was it. But can we rewind the clock, Jalen? Can we get nasty? Because I'm listening to Jalen Brunson, Chris Paul conversations.
It's crazy.
So
ridiculous.
It's driving me up a goddamn wall.
That's the real.
Jalen Brunson is better than Chris Paul. You're absolutely right.
There it is.
You understand? Jalen Brunson has four all-star caliber great seasons. He has 4 great seasons in the NBA. Before that, when he first came into the NBA with Dallas, he was not a superstar. He wasn't leading teams. He was a third, second option. He slowly built up. Let's get that straight. 4 years. These other guys we're talking about have a decade of dominance, a decade of all NBA caliber
second
play.
he was given the keys to the car. The second
but he wasn't ready for the keys in Dallas. You gotta understand. He wasn't ready the first year.
The second he was trusted with the keys to the car, he took that thing and drove it like nobody's business, like it was Days of Thunder. So I'm not gonna knock him because Dallas wouldn't give him it, or
It took him 4 years.
It took him 4 years to what?
To win the championship. You said like, oh, the second he was given the keys, he took it to the next direction. He didn't.
He took the Knicks to the next level. Yeah, and in 4 years, how many? Wait. How many years did it take Chris Paul to take a team to the championship?
It was in years.
I'm saying your logic is flawed. It's not my logic. It's yours.
I want to say
You guys are having the wrong
He was given the keys. He made that team better.
Oh, we having the wrong. We should.
And Chris Paul doesn't make every team better.
Is he better than CP3?
No,
On the playoffs.
That's
objectively false. What do you mean on the playoffs? The Phoenix Suns were making the playoffs every single year before he joined them. The Rockets,
a better regular season team. You're absolutely right,
and a better playoff team too. They don't make the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs before he joined.
Chris Paul never had OG or none to be stepping up the way he did.
OG and
Carl Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns somehow turned into an all-NBA defender. Got it. Wemby looked lost out there. That's another fraud we can talk about. People want to put Wemby in LeBron conversation. Get that out of here. 22-year-old Wemby. Let me tell you something. 22-year-old Wemby could have put LeBron's drawers on. All right, LeBron at 22. Yes, he had a shooting weakness, but Wemby looked lost. Wemby did not want to take the shot. He was looking for Harper. He was looking for Castle. He was looking for Fox. He did not want to take that shot. He wasn't even making the right basketball play because he had the opportunity to go against Cat, who was a marginal defender at best, and still didn't take it. What happened to LeBron in the finals? He went against an all-time great defense in the San Antonio Spurs with Greg Popovich. With Wemby, he went against Cat and a New York Knicks team that's good defensively, not great. He should have dominated the way he should have, but he didn't.
There it is. There it is. My guy's having the right
Hey,
conversation.
Fluent, who's better, Karl Malone or Jalen Brunson?
Oh, that's point guard and power forward. You can't make that.
No.
Just go John Stockton.
We can do Willis Reed, but we can't. We can do Willis Reed versus Jalen Brunson, but we can't do Jalen Brunson.
I'm going to pass out, Chris.
Why?
I'm going to pass out.
You know why? Because when you talk about the greatest, when you talk about the greatest player on a team, it's not about who's the better or greater NBA player. It's about who made a bigger impact, who was greater for that franchise.
Okay, so.
And that's not a debate. That's Jalen Brunson.
Okay, so fair enough. Okay, so Jalen Brunson or John Stockton?
As a better player?
All time.
As of right now, John Stockton had a better career than Jalen Brunson. But there's time.
Stockton.
Who means more to the Knicks?
Jalen Brunson means more to the Knicks than John Stockton, yes. Jalen Brunson needs more Knicks than John Stockton.
The second guy on those two titles in the watered down 70s? Or the main guy, the Finals MVP who dropped 45 in the closeout game. It's Jalen Brunson.
He wasn't even the best player on the team for the first 3 games of the series.
Not only that, Chris. Not only that. Why are we leaving
every game?
Why are we leaving out? Why are we leaving out in 1970? Tone, I mean, you deal with a historian. Like, how do you not know this? How are we leaving out that in 1970 we were invited in Game 7 when Willis Reed dragged his leg out for Game 7 and only played 5 minutes? We were invited to the Walt Frazier show. We were invited to that. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Walt Frazier show. Put a foot to Jerry West's ass. Kick Jerry West's ass in Game 7. Because this is what we're doing.
You asked the question, who was in the ABA when the Knicks were winning? Okay, that would have been a game changer. Okay, I'm going to give you a short list. Their second title, 71-72.
Sure.
In the ABA at that time. Rick Barry.
They won in 73, Tone. They won in 70 and they won in 73.
71.
The Lakers won it in 72.
Yeah, Lakers did win 72.
Yeah, the Lakers won in 72. In 73, you talking about.
Uno momento, por favor.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because 72 was the Wilt Jerry West.
Yeah,
team.
that was Wilt and Jerry West.
71 was Milwaukee.
That's fine. No problem. I'll figure. No problem.
No problem.
Hold up. So it was 72, 73?
Yes, that was the year that the Knicks won it. Because in 70, because in 72,
no problem. In the ABA at that time, the aforementioned Dr. J, Dan Issel, Ralph Sampson, Artis Gilmore. So those guys are game-changing starters in the NBA.
Absolutely, they are. And
and there's more, but Mel Daniels, like there's guys. So like I said, it's a combination of things when we're talking. And more importantly, Willis Reed was the Finals MVP both times. So Walt Frazier is not the guy on those championship teams.
But like Chill just said, he didn't deserve that other
Wait. So with Walt Frazier not winning the Finals MVP, even though Magic won the Finals MVP when Jabbar got hurt, right? Correct. Magic won the Finals MVP when Jabbar got hurt. Willis Reed, who was averaging the same as Jabbar was averaging, 30 and 15, and he barely played because he had a torn adductor muscle. Tone, I'm going to tell you this like I tell the people at home. Your adductor muscle is the muscle that allows you to lift your leg so you can run. He couldn't run, so he barely played 5 minutes. Once again, Tone, welcome to the Walt Frazier show. He goes 36 and 16 against.
He had a game.
No, he did not have a game. He was awesome. And let's not please remember, Walt Frazier was an all-league defender. More than once. More than twice. He wasn't a good player. He was an all-league defender. In addition to an all-NBA performer. He was an all-league defender. He was doing that multiple years.
Who was the worst defender on the Knicks starting lineup? Oh, wait, Jalen Brunson.
I'm sorry, Jalen. Who was the guy that we had to protect the most?
Oh, what? Jalen Brunson. Yep, Jalen Brunson. Who's the guy you hide?
Because we was going after that dude. But I digress.
You should digress. The greatest of all time is Jalen Brunson.
I digress. I'm hearing Chris Paul conversation.
After 53 years, Jalen Brunson's title means more to the Knicks than those two 70s titles combined.
So Kawhi Leonard is the best Raptor of all time.
Kawhi Leonard is the greatest Raptor of all time.
Kawhi
That's
Leonard
crazy.
is
That is crazy. That is nuts. That is nuts.
Yeah, but that's also a short list. Both of these teams, like I feel like it's not their fault their list is so short. You know, like I feel like the Knicks, like really, sadly, for better or worse, it's like five guys anyway.
Patrick Ewing got to the NBA final when Jordan was retired, and then in a shortened lockout season where he was the 8th seed, and he was hurt, I believe, most of the season. So
he's literally the name for the Ewing theory. Yeah.
Our little Fugazi, even though
I think that San Antonio series would have been a lot more competitive had Ewing been healthy. He had a partially torn Achilles. That's unfortunate that he couldn't play. So now that relegates bad back Larry Johnson to have to deal with 23-year-old Tim Duncan, right, and David Robinson with Marcus Camby. So I think that if Ewing was healthy, I think they would have had a better shot.
I just gotta understand who Patrick Ewing was.
You guys are arguing is who's the better player.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
Right.
Who's the greatest Nick is different. For example,
Right.
For me as a Laker fan, I will tell you, Magic is the best player the Lakers have ever, like the best Laker player. Kobe is the greater Laker.
So Kobe did more. Kobe
was there longer, did more, etc. He meant more to the franchise. Although Magic meant more to the NBA as a whole, and I have him a ranked higher all time.
So
you agree with that? I think you have Magic ahead of Kobe too all time. Correct?
I do have him. So with that being said, Tone, you're insinuating that
Gotta separate the two things. What's better and greater.
Right. So you're insinuating that with Magic is a better player than Kobe, but Kobe did more. So like LeBron James is a better player than Dwayne Wade. But Dwayne Wade did more for him.
Yeah, for sure.
He did more for the Miami Heat because he was there longer.
But,
okay. But here's the problem though, Tone. The problem with that is Jalen Brunson, in order for him to be the best Knick of all time, he had to a month ago be close to Walt Frazier. He wasn't. They were not close, and his championship doesn't propel him over Walt Frazier. Just off the strength that, because remember, Tone, in the first two games, who are we talking about as the Finals MVP?
OG.
I'm 100% confident we were having a conversation that it was Cat.
And that's
we were saying that it was Cat.
Yeah,
I know I was saying that it was Cat. I thought it was Cat.
Yes.
I thought it was Cat.
It was Towns after game 2, but then like it was OG versus Brunson after game 4, and then Brunson.
Right. But first two games, it was definitely Cat.
So
that's why they play the games, because that's 100%. Why we play the game.
100%. Yeah.
So Chris, are you insinuating, Chris, that Game 5, moving into Game 5, we don't know who the Finals MVP is?
It was a toss-up. It was a toss-up between OG and Brunson.
If OG outscored Brunson, he wins. If OG outscored Brunson, he wins.
Was there any doubt?
No, it wasn't.
Brunson showed up. He had a great game, without a doubt. But Fluent, just wait.
You know who agrees with me?
5 years. Wait 5 years. Let Brunson have another 5 years, averaging 25, doing his thing with the Knicks, make another run.
You know who agrees with me? Walt Frazier.
Yeah,
Walt Frazier is about 65 years old. He really
he's actually 80.
He's
80 years old. He's real confused. Shout out Walt Frazier.
Jalen, let me ask you this. Jalen, let me ask you this. One question, Jalen. Let me ask you this. Michael Jordan jumps on our show right now.
Yeah.
And he says, for the record, I want everyone to know LeBron James is the greatest of all time. The debate's over.
Oh, he's a liar.
No.
The debate's over.
What?
No.
What?
The debate's over.
Never.
What
if Gilbert Arenas came on here?
Giannis said that Jalen Brown was the best player in the league. No, it means nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing.
On my line,
you're not comparing Michael Jordan to Walt Frazier. Michael Jordan is different. That opinion.
Why? If
Michael Jordan, because he's Michael Jordan. Let's not compare people to Michael Jordan now.
Well, if you're
that opinion holds different weight.
If you're suggesting
Walt Frazier certainly has better facial hair.
He does have the best facial hair. If you're suggesting Walt Frazier is the greatest Knick of all time, and he comes out and says, "Nah, it's Brunson," you have to listen. You have to.
Actually, I don't.
The same
and
logic
you know what?
You have against Gilbert Arenas, like Gilbert Arenas says, like literally anything about an NBA player, and you're like, no. Because he said it's awful. Like
Gilbert Arenas is a liar for clicks, so we can't use guys like that. Like John
Kenyon Martin.
You guys all get duped by John Sally. He goes on Vlad TV and he says all this stuff, and then we'll tell you, oh, I say that stuff to get people riled up, and y'all still believe him. So no, we can't believe those guys. Brunson's the greatest Knick of all time. He won the most important title in Knicks history.
Actually, he didn't.
Said Giannis.
You know why he didn't? Because can you tell everybody here, Tone, when the New York Knicks won the NBA championship for the first time?
That matters in 2026.
So the one in 2026 matters than the one they won in 1970, which was their first in
Yes.
in Knicks history.
1970, nothing. It's 2026.
Why does 2026 matter more than what happened in 1970?
Because it is a better league. It is a better group of players. It is a more one title today means two in 1970.
Yeah, but aren't you just basically kind of like transforming the era tax argument and just applying it here? Like I feel like overall you would normally fight for the other way.
I always fight for the truth.
Okay, so let's
well played.
The truth is, Brunson, in an era where there's been a different championship 8 straight years in a row,
yes, sir.
No one can repeat. This title means more. The drought
means less. It means less. It means less if more teams are doing it.
No,
the Knicks were doing. The Knicks were doing it at a time where they won 2 in 4 years.
And when he repeats next year, it's over.
Yes, it is. It's over if he wins another one. Yes.
Yeah, sure. If he wins, he can repeat, sure. But
okay, right there. So if he wins one more, you all just agreed he is the best.
Don't say you all. Do not say that you all. Don't say that you all.
We're having different conversations. If he wins 2 in a row, we're having different conversations.
A repeat is pretty wild.
Shout out Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing is still my New York GOAT, though.
Right.
Patrick Ewing is still my New York GOAT.
To win it in back-to-back seasons would be a big deal. I vividly remember like it was just yesterday because Chris just confirmed it for me that going into Game 5, did we know who the Finals MVP was? We didn't know who that was. Sounded a lot like what was going on in 24 when the Boston Celtics was in the NBA championship. We didn't know who the Finals MVP was. That's what that sounded like to me. And it was like whoever had the better game was going to win the Finals MVP. I don't think there's anybody up here that think Jalen Brunson is the best Boston Celtic of all time. None of us was having that conversation.
No, they wouldn't think Jalen Brunson's the best Celtic of all time. Jalen Brunson had a Game 6.
Brown, I'm sorry.
Too many Jalens.
Game. Jalen Brunson's Game 5 is in the conversation with Jordan 98 Game 6.
It's not better than Giannis.
What is Patrick Ewing known for? Finger rolling away a win. That's what he's known for.
Patrick Ewing, one of the 5th greatest players of all time, top 10 center all time, a basketball prodigy. We got to respect that Patrick Ewing. He was a basketball prodigy, goes to Georgetown, lights it up in Georgetown, does his thing here, then comes to the NBA and dominates. But Fluent, he dominated the NBA in the most difficult era to dominate for centers. He played in the most difficult era for centers, where every night
he didn't play in the 60s.
David Robinson.
He didn't play in the 60s.
David Robinson for centers.
The 60s was harder.
You think the 60s was harder for centers than when,
than
when you played in the 80s and 90s?
So they were bad.
Timeout.
You know why the 60s was harder? You know why the 60s was harder? Because you had 6 all-pro Hall of Fame centers and only 8 teams. So you played those great centers every single night. No nights off.
Patrick Ewing was lower.
Patrick Ewing had nights off.
Alonzo Mourning might be the best player in the 60s.
Just like centers today. They get nights off almost every other night. Because there isn't a lot of quality.
90s wasn't really like that. You didn't get as many nights off in the 90s for centers.
You didn't?
You know that center list was wild.
There was
a lot of battles.
Well, it depends on the year, but in the 90s, there was between 26 and 28 teams.
No doubt.
There was not 20 all-NBA centers.
Sure.
There wasn't.
There were guys who didn't make the all-NBA teams.
In 95, you had Big Country Reeves and Sean Bradley and Manute Bull. There was some trash out there, buddy.
Hold on.
Some bodies. Hey.
Some big bodies.
Those guys don't deserve strays like that. Come on, man.
Big Country was tough to deal with. Let's not act like Big Country was
those strays.
Shaq is on record saying all the time how much Big Country used to bust his ass.
Big Country used to put up 17 and a half. He wasn't trash.
I remember they played. I remember I actually went to when they played in '98 when they played against Vancouver in the Forum, and I remember talking to Shaq after the game. He said to me, "Jermaine, I don't know what the hell to do with this fucking dude with that dumbass jump shot that he got. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this guy. I don't." And I say all of that to say, Tone, we're talking about being a New York Knick. So Patrick Ewing, who finished 3rd in league MVP votes in 1992 behind Jordan and Drex, that was ahead of Olajuwon. Right, that was David Robinson was in the league when this was going on. David Robinson was in the league. Olajuwon was in the league. Patrick Ewing finished 3rd in league MVP votes Let's be clear about that. So in 1994, when they're in the NBA championship, I want to say, and Jalen, you can fact check this for me. I want to say in Game 5, that was the day that OJ went on the run. I want to say June the 17th. That was the day OJ went on the run. Ewing set the record for blocks in the NBA Finals game. I think he had 8 blocks that game. That was against Olajuwon. Olajuwon was on the floor when that happened. Unfortunately, Tone, because you literally just brought up a team, you literally brought up teams to us. So what you bringing up teams to us, it didn't help me winning the NBA championship that my starting 2 guard missed 16 of his 18 shots and didn't give us anything that night. That didn't help us.
Talk about it.
That didn't help us at all, Tone. I did everything that I could, right? But Jalen Brunson actually got some help from the other guys. And he got some help from the other guys, not just in Game 5.
Real talk.
Not just in Game 5. He got some help from those guys in Game 1, in Game 2. OG Anunoby, I want to say, Chris, you can fact check this for me. I want to say the game that he had to tip in, I want to say he went 7 for 8 at the long ball line that night. Something like that. And then, Tone, which is the most important part.
Teammates have great games. Don't take away from your greatness.
They actually do.
They don't.
Let me tell you why they do. Because I vividly remember in 1997 when the Bulls are going up against the Miami Heat and Jordan goes 4 for 17, 9 for 35, and they're still winning these games. Why are they winning these games? Because these other dudes are doing it. Because if they lose these games, Jordan sucks. Scottie Pippen sucks. But these other guys don't suck. And we're beating these guys. So 100% your teammates being good helps you out when you suck.
No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I said your teammates having great games doesn't take away from your greatness.
Well,
for example, Kyrie Irving dropping 41, 15 in the fourth quarter to save off elimination in Game 5 from the Golden State Warriors. If it's not for Kyrie's 41 and 15 in the final quarter, there's no 3-1 comeback. And there's no historic, that's the one that made me the GOAT. That does that take away from LeBron's greatness?
So what does Ewing's teammates playing like crap take away from his greatness?
It doesn't. It does
clearly if you think that he's worse than Brunson.
Because that's the conversation we've been having. Is it John
again, you're getting caught up on, is he worse than Brunson? No. He is not a greater Nick than Brunson.
You're doing semantics. We're talking about the same thing.
I feel that
we're talking about the same thing.
That one ring is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
4 years.
4 years of one ring is a lot of heavy lifting.
I'm
all about rings, and I'm all about like.
Do you remember the LeBron speech? Do you remember the LeBron speech when the Cavs won? This is for 57 years of blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's the same. This is for 53 years of Knicks thinking they're going to win every single year and not even.
That logic doesn't work because James was already solidified at that point as the best player the Cleveland Cavaliers ever had. So that logic does not work.
No. What it meant for the city, what it meant for the team,
right? But
because there's a long drought.
But here's the difference: even with the long drought with the New York Knicks, it's only been 4 years. So if they would have done this in year 2 of Jalen Brunson, is he the best Knick ever?
What's that?
If they would have done this, if Jalen Brunson is in year 2 with the Knicks, and they do what you just said. So instead of it being 53 years, it's 51 years, Tone. Is he the best Knick ever?
Anything over 50, I think is good. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So even if he moves up the timeline, so that one ring is doing so much heavy lifting.
With the exception of you and I, because we're some old farts, nobody else that we talked to was alive when the Knicks won the championship. This needs more.
Yeah, but the 90s Knicks meant something too.
The 90s
not having
they're very culturally relevant.
The 90s culture. Exactly. The 90s Knicks meant something.
For the Bulls, they were nothing.
But they meant something.
They meant
something. Playing in the Garden, the Mecca, the Madison Square Garden meant something to people. Just
think about that. The new Madison Square Garden used to be the Mecca. And after 50 years, it was no longer the Mecca. It wasn't.
Sounds like it is again. It sounds like we back. It sounds like we back to that.
I'll give you that though. I'll give you that. Like culturally for the Knicks, and what a different city. It's a lot. And shout out to Knicks fans. Like they know how to celebrate.
Shout out to the greatest Knick of all time, Jalen.
My question to you guys is: what conversations do Jalen Brunson belong in now that he's done this? Because I've heard Kyrie Irving, I've heard Chris Paul, Like, I'm not even entertaining Ori with this John Stockton thing. I'm shutting the stream down. I'm out. I can't
Russell
do it.
Westbrook.
I won't be able to handle it. I can't do this. I'm sorry, brother. I would love to do it, but I can't do it.
He's a Rajon Rondo.
You know they want it.
Brunson versus Rajon Rondo.
No. Oh my God, Jalen.
Debate you could have.
You did not just say that. You did not just say
That's
that.
a debate you can have.
No, it's not.
It's a debate you can have.
Rondo?
Rondo? I love Rondo. He's not on Jalen Brunson's level.
No, that's the debate. I'm
No, it's
not.
not.
Rondo.
No. Okay,
That's
okay.
the level. That's the
You
level.
can overestimate him. I get it, but you just went.
Okay, wait.
He's
not better than Russell Westbrook. Stop it. He's not
He's
better
not
than
better than Russell Westbrook. I'll give you that.
I'm not saying he's better than Russell Westbrook.
He's not better than Chris Paul, Magic, Steph. All those
We
players.
agree.
He's not better than Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Detroit
Agreed.
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
I heard he's a better scorer than Allen Iverson too. By the way,
I'm in for this.
So let me answer your question. I think that Jalen Brunson is currently the 19th greatest point guard of all time. That's my answer.
so he's top 20.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how about what if we shifted the conversation like ESPN tried to do? Like, what if we just said like he's the best small guard of all time?
No, he ain't better than
I don't like that
What's
term anymore.
so what's small? What's small? Is that 6'2" and under?
Apparently, it's his size and under, according to most outlets, which is
How tall? You know, I keep having this debate. How tall is Jalen Brunson actually?
I think
Is he
he's
6'1"?
6'1",
I
Tom.
think he's like
That's how I
6'1",
think
yeah.
I think he's 6'1".
I believe that's what it's on
Like,
record.
Chris, who do you have at 20 and 18 around it?
I have Tony Parker at 18 and Kyrie Irving at 20.
Above Kyrie and below Tony Parker is where you got him.
That is
It
correct.
is not 17 point guards in NBA history better than Tony Parker. It is not.
Interesting.
No.
Do you
17 better?
want me to list them?
Please run them down.
Do
Okay.
it. Let's
All right.
go. Let's
Magic
go.
Johnson. Okay.
Boom.
It's Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, Bob Cousy, Walt Frazier, Gary Payton, Luka Doncic, Russell Westbrook, Tiny Archibald, Damian Lillard.
Oh, that's
not
not
crazy.
argue.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine, Joe. Yeah, like
That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Hold on. So
I
for
think
the
I take all those guys over TP.
What?
Sorry,
No.
sorry.
Jalen Brunson. I believe this is. I hope this is delusional. Are you saying Jalen Brunson is better than Jalen Brunson
SGA.
than SGA? Go.
Yes.
All right.
Go. Tell us why Jalen Brunson is better than SGA.
I believe he's been way better in the playoffs the last couple of years. Way better in the fourth quarters. Led his team to more wins in the playoffs. He doesn't drop like SGA.
Interesting.
Against the same defense SGA just played, he just shot 45 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what believes me to think SGA is better than Brunson.
So Barkley, what if I said to you over the last 3 years, Jalen Brunson is averaging 29. I want to say 29 and 7 on like 55 true shooting, but SGA is also averaging 29 on 57 true shooting in the playoffs. And the games where you're saying that he's dropping, a lot of those games he's not playing because they're smoking teams. So like when they play in Memphis, he's not playing in the fourth quarter from like 8 minutes on. When they play the Lakers, he's not playing in 8 minutes left in the game. Meanwhile, this Knicks team is in dogfights and they need him. And a lot of times there's other guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that Jalen Brunson gets busy as a bucket getter, but Jalen Brunson at a 9 or a 10, is that better than SGA at a 10 or at a 9?
Yes. Yeah.
Based on
Brunson
what?
is also, if you look at Brunson has faced more top 5 defenses than Shea. Shea faced a sorry Denver team that was like 21 in defense. He faced a Wolves team, a Pacers team top 10. Brunson faced the Pistons, the Hawks. Then he faced the Spurs. He's faced better defenses than Shea in the playoffs, and he's been better than Shea in the playoffs.
Okay, again, you didn't tell me that you're saying.
Can you tell me what Shea shoots from the 3 in the playoffs? I'd like to know that stat.
So SGA, I'm going to give you the long ball because I think Jalen Brunson is a better long ball shooter than SGA. But again, let's rewind back to the defenses. The Western Conference, for all intents and purposes, has been the best conference. According to the masses, it's been the best conferences. So this sorry defense that you talk about with the Denver Nuggets, I think the Denver Nuggets last year, not this season, but last year, I think they were top 5 defense in the playoffs. That was going on.
No,
so you're going off
not.
what that's a fact. You're going off what they were doing in the regular season. which they weren't. But in the playoffs, they were a top 5 defense in the playoffs. That's not my opinion. That's a fact.
Jamal Murray and
Number
Jokic are not a good defense. No
I
matter
ain't
what the
even
numbers
talking. I'm
say,
not
that's
even
not a
see.
good defense.
This is what you're wrapped up in. You wrapped up in Jamal Murray. You're wrapped up in Jamal Murray and Jokic. What they did this year. That's what you wrapped up in. You're not wrapped up in when they had Aaron Gordon. You're not wrapped up in what they were.
One-arm
as a team,
MPJ,
as a defense, as what they were collectively as a defense, the rebounding team that they
Was
were.
Michael
You're not
Porter
wrapped
Jr.
up
not
in
on
that.
one arm in the playoffs? Was he
You
not?
asked a question about threes in the playoffs this year. Jalen Brunson 36% from three. SGA 30.
Okay, so he shot 30% from the long ball line. Like I said, I'm gonna concede the long ball. So what I'm asking is with this.
Can we look at fourth quarter scoring as well, Tone? Please, fourth quarter scoring.
I think Jalen Brunson led the. I think he led the NBA in fourth. I think he led the NBA in fourth quarter scoring in the playoffs.
Did you look at
I
that?
think he did do that.
Did you look at that?
Yeah, I think he did that. Are we just talking about buckets? Is that all we doing? Do you think Jalen Brunson is the best?
Most important thing.
Do you think that Jalen Brunson is a better bucket getter than SGA?
Oh, easily, because if you look at what the Spurs, they have trouble with guards who can pull up and shoot. Shea cannot pull up and shoot. They were conceding him to shoot threes, and he couldn't do it.
Who couldn't do it? SGA couldn't do it? Is that what you're saying?
Couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
That's just not true.
MVP. That's his bread and butter.
He
That's
can't
just not
pull up
true.
and shoot threes.
Well, wait. Okay, so number one, SGA going up against that. I'm not going to argue that Jalen Brunson outplayed SGA against that group. So it looks a little bit tricky. But for you to say that SGA is better than him in the playoffs, are they close before this happened?
Have you looked at how bad SGA's dropped? I don't think it's close. I mean, it's
you keep saying how bad he dropped. You're not giving me any facts to talk about how he dropped. And I literally just gave you facts of what the numbers are. Both of these. Okay,
look at regular season efficiency to the playoffs.
Okay, we're talking about regular season.
That's where it is. Okay,
we're talking about regular season efficiency, and we're talking about playoff efficiency. Jalen Brunson, he gets better as the playoffs go on. However, what he doesn't do is he's not ridiculously efficient. We've seen him against the Philadelphia 76ers start the series 9 for 27, 4 for 20. We saw that with him. SGA is not doing anything like that when a series starts.
He was doing that.
That's not going on.
The Spurs, he wasn't doing that.
So once again, we're not just talking about right now. You literally just told me that.
Okay, what about the Pacers series when Andrew Nembhard was locking him up last year?
Andrew Nembhard was locking him up. You mean Game 5 when they had to win that game and he had 35 on him?
Is
that what you're talking about?
Efficiency?
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that because if you're going to bring up efficiency,
8 for 27 in Game 7.
Jalen Brunson was not efficient in this series. He was not efficient in Game 1. He was not efficient in Game 2. He damn sure wasn't efficient in Game 3.
I think he's saying in the playoffs though, SGA goes from scoring 31 per game in the regular season on 55 and 38 to scoring 27 on 46 and 30. He drops. That's significant.
So that's this. Is that this year or overall? Because he
that's
averaged
overall.
So that's this year.
Small sample size. Small sample size.
Hang on. So
right.
That's what 10 games. 10 games.
Since he's been in the playoffs,
I should have won. He would have played more.
Since he's been in the playoffs, he's averaging 29 a game for his career in the playoffs. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. What's going on with SGA?
No, he's averaging 26 per game in the playoffs. Actually,
I want to make sure that I'm getting this.
26,
here's
26.2.
the biggest problem though is that just because someone is a playoff riser and someone else is a playoff dropper, that doesn't mean the playoff riser is better than the playoff dropper, because the gap between the two of them. Time out. Let me finish. So the gap between the two of them in the regular season is astronomical. The gap closes for sure because Shea drops his game, but he's still better than Brunson in the playoffs.
He's not better than Brunson in the playoffs, so he would not.
All right, so career numbers: I got 26.2, 4.8 rebounds,
30 a game, 30 a game, 28 a game, 30 a game, 30 a game, 28 a game.
And then for Brunson, I got 26, 4, and 6.
Career. Yeah, because there's the
career playoff numbers. This is career
year,
playoff numbers.
And then the first year,
and Jalen Brunson, the efficiency looks pretty similar. The
Yeah, they're
efficiency
pretty
was
much on
pretty similar.
par.
Can
You
tell
said
me,
that you said the SGA shot 30%. You said the SGA shot 30% this year. You're leaving out the Jalen. You said right. You said the SGA shot 30% this year. You're leaving out that SGA. I mean not SGA. You're leaving out the Jalen Brunson in 24. He shot 31% at the long ball line. And the year before that, he shot 32% at the long ball line. So he's not a knockdown long ball shooter neither. Like this recency thing, you guys are killing me with this.
Well, can we not forget who gets hunted more often? Just for the record, like
So what? So does that take away from Steph
Shea
Curry?
gets hunted too.
not as
Yeah,
much.
Shea gets hunted too.
Steph doesn't get hunted as much.
No, Shea. I'll say Shea doesn't get hunted.
Shea
as much
was
as
hunted
Brunson.
this series though by Stephon Castro every time.
Who got hunted?
By Dylan Harper, I was watching him cook Shea every time.
Did you look? No, he wasn't cooking him every time. That's just not true.
Oh,
But
he was.
that he scored a couple of buckets. I'm not going to argue that. He did. He scored some buckets on SGA. I'm not going to argue that. But the Steph Castle thing, you mean the turnover machine that Steph Castle was? You talking about that dude?
I'm talking about Dylan Harper and
No. You brought up
Shea.
Steph Castle. No. You brought up
dunked on
Steph
Shea.
Castle.
Yeah, I watched that.
Okay,
You
once
see
again,
that
you
or
brought
no?
up Steph Castle. You talking about the turnover machine, Steph Castle?
He was awesome.
Before
in the
De'Aaron
OKC
Fox
series.
got back in the lineup, he had 20 turnovers in 2 games.
What did he do in the last games?
That
What did he do in
dude?
the last games?
I'm glad you brought that up. What did he do? So since we're talking about recency, what did he do in the NBA championship?
I'm talking about versus OKC versus Shea. I'm not.
No.
talking about
You're not doing
versus
that
Shea.
because you literally just
I'm
told
doing
me.
versus Shea.
You're not doing that because you literally just told me.
Both of you guys, one more minute because we got a bunch of other stuff. So one more minute.
No, because you literally just told me about Jalen Brunson in the NBA championship, and now you want to move the goalpost to SGA and Oklahoma City against San Antonio. That's not going to work because Steph Castle, who you just brought up, sucked against the Knicks. He wasn't bad. Sucked, just so you know.
You
He
said
hadn't
who's attacking
scored.
Shea? I told you
has-
Castle's attacking Shea.
You said he was, and
You said he was attacking Shea. Yeah.
and Shea is actually a better defender, but he wasn't getting buckets on Shea like that. So if he's attacking Shea,
saw him
who's a
straight
better
up just
defender,
dunk Shea like
why
he's
is he
nothing,
not?
so.
Why is he not attacking Jalen Brunson?
I don't know. He's not capable. I guess he's bad, but
Wow.
Shea's bad enough to attack.
Interesting.
Barkley, I'm with you. Jalen Brunson, greatest thing of all time. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming
go.
up.
Thank you.
This
I
shit
love
takes
it. I love
me
it.
where it does.
Man,
Yes.
Jalen Brunson. Okay, so listen. Yesterday on Fluent and Chill. There was 5 topics that we didn't get to because we ran out of time. So I'd like to do a little rapid fire. Is that cool with everybody? All right.
Sounds good.
yeah, let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna do some rapid fire. So let's start here. And I'm not gonna say what I think. I'm just gonna pull it up, and you guys tell me your first thought when you see this. So I'll read it out. Key winners in the 50s, America. In the 60s, all American. In the 70s, all the USA. 80s, USA. 90s, you got one. Olajuwon, non-American born, who played for Team USA, mind you. But 2000s, you got those 2 that Nash stole, and then Dirk, and the rest All-America. In the 2010s, we ended the year with my country. Elas.
Going to the summer, by the way.
Hey, okay, we'll talk about that.
Celtic?
I'll tell you
We'll talk after. Yeah, we'll talk after for sure. Yeah.
And then since Giannis won it in 2010, it has been no American-born player winning an MVP. Does that mean anything?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it means nothing.
It means something, but like not as much as the graphic will tell you.
I don't think it
Yes,
means anything.
that one. I think that's the option. I would agree with Chris. I think it means something, but not what people are gonna tell you it's gonna mean. You know.
And let's be clear. I think SGA now has 2, so we got to add another Canadian
Right.
flag.
Yeah.
Did you know, by the way, the 2 that SGA won are exactly 20 years to the date that the 2 years that Nash won his?
There you go. There you go.
So does that mean Dennis Schroeder is winning in 2027?
Is there another German-born player in the league right now? 'Cause
Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner.
Oh, Wagner. Yeah, I couldn't remember another
let's
German.
go.
Yeah.
The thing with
How dare
SGA
you.
though is
How
SGA
dare
was
you.
born in Canada, but he was brought up to the American system. Like he left Canada in grade 10 or 11, right? Went to a prep school in the States. And
Okay.
was, got
Okay,
better there.
but he's still listen. If
So
Steve
Canadian, I get it.
Jalen,
So he left Canada to get good. You're saying is that what?
Jalen, if Steve Nash, who was born in South Africa, gets the 2 Canadian flags, then I'm sure Jalen Brunson can get the 2 Canadian flags.
Who's the next best of these 5 guys? So Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, SGA. Who am I leaving out? And Luka. So let's say Luka, because I ain't talking about MVP winners. Like these just are the 5. Like who's the 6th best foreign player?
4.
Four.
I guess Wemby's in there right now, right?
Yeah.
So Wemby. Okay.
Wow.
So
Then there's
Wemby, and then who's after Wemby?
Let's see. Sabonis,
Sengun.
yeah.
Dear.
Are we
Now
in
what's
that
the now what's the gap between Sengun and the 7th best American player?
Who is the 7th best American player though? Like, I feel like that American player
the
list has
first
been
would be-
weird.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And the 7th best
Yeah,
American.
sure.
7th best American.
Like, I get where you're going, but I'm just not quite sure. I'm not sure if like the domestics are as good like that.
Is Devin Booker the 7th best American player?
Sounds about right.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
Devin Booker, I'll put in Sengun.
I look at this differently. I look at this so differently because when people send this, they're like, look at how much better the international players have gotten. And I'm like, that's not true at all. Because if you actually look at this graphic, it's Giannis, it's Jokic. And let's be clear, even that Embiid year actually should be Jokic. But okay, fine, it's Embiid.
Yes.
It's Giannis, it's Jokic, it's Embiid, it's SGA. It's 4 guys. There's 500 players in the league.
Yeah.
So sure, the top 4 or in the top 10 is heavily international. But after that, it's not.
That's very true. I guess if we put it that way, because if you look at these guys, like, and on top of it, like all these seasons are like ridiculous, like all-time seasons as well. Like we can't say that this is like any sort of like cheap tricks or any sort of non-deserved. Besides maybe the Embiid season, but like overall, these guys are like Hall of Fame, like all-time numbers for each of these seasons.
The Embiid season would have been Jokic though if it wasn't Embiid.
Yeah,
still would have been an international. Okay, so this brings me to this. That I think everyone's using this to say international players. Here's the Finals MVP, and you can agree or disagree with the rankings, but FanDuel ranked the last 10 Finals MVPs: Giannis, Durant, Steph, Brunson. Let's go. LeBron, Jokic, Durant, Kawhi, SGA, Jalen Brunson. Only 3 of the 7 are in. Only 3 of the 10, are international.
Now, no offense to FanDuel, and I'm not meaning to like start any fires here. Kevin Durant, number 2.
Yeah.
A little ridiculous.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Durant was filthy in 2017.
I get it, but like the of all
Kawhi Leonard was better relative to the circumstance.
Was not Nikola Jokic.
Kawhi Leonard was facing up against a broken Golden State team.
Kevin Durant
they didn't break down until the end. Let's be clear about that. So that Golden State team didn't break down.
And they were struggling. Like they probably would have won in Game 6 if Clay stayed healthy. So
I don't know. I'm saying 2023 Jokic should be higher.
That sounds like a you problem, but I want to move. I'm going to move James up from number 5 to number 3. I want to move Jokic up from 6 to 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to move.
Whoa, what's he doing at 6? Well, that's crazy. Actually, that was.
I have problems with that.
I'm moving Kawhi up from 8 to 1.
I'm going to move Leonard up. I'm going to move Leonard up.
Kawhi wasn't that good in the finals. It was the lead up to the finals that he was better. Like he was good in the finals.
He was awesome in the finals. Yes, he was. He was awesome in the finals.
He wasn't as good as he was in the prior 2 rounds though. He was very good.
He has degenerative knees, and they got worse and worse as he played.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like you problem. As Chill just said.
Oh.
I thought he was awesome in the NBA championship. So I'm gonna move James up to number 3. I'm gonna move Jokic up to number 4. I'm gonna move Leonard up to number 5. I'm gonna drop Jalen Brunson down to 6. I'm gonna keep KD at 7. I'm gonna move Curry to 8. That 22 shit is so overrated. It is so overrated.
He went 0 for 9 in Game 5. By the way,
that shit is so overrated.
He went 0 for 9 in Game 5.
It just is. I'm not saying that Steph Curry didn't have an awesome finals, but the way that they tell it, they make it sound like this dude he wasn't better than Giannis, because what Giannis did, don't forget what Giannis did, but that y'all dudes talk about what Jalen Brunson did. Didn't Giannis go like 50 and 15 and 17 for 18 from the stripe or some goofy ass shit like that?
Yeah, this is nasty.
Yeah, he was ridiculous. So I'm comfortable leaving Shea and Jaylen Brown at the bottom of the list. I'm comfortable with that.
Yes.
I'm glad Jalen made it, to be honest.
It's the last 10. That's why.
Robbed. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, overall, I think I agree with just about everything he said. I think Giannis still is, the best of all. I guess it was that Nikola Jokic at 6 thing that just stuck out to me with Durant being at 2. I guess obviously it becomes on how you weigh these things. I totally get it, but I just feel when it comes to what they accomplished, how they accomplished it, with all the context, is this still true? I don't know. I don't love it. I don't
The
love
gap
it.
between 1 and 2 is bigger than the gap between like 2 and 6, 2 and 7.
And that's probably fair.
Save your voice, Jalen, because we're going back to New York.
Uh-oh.
And in the most egregious, in the most despicable,
Uh-oh.
in the
I think I know
most
what you're gonna say.
in the most disgusting scene I've ever seen on a podcast, this fraud
Oh, no.
basically
I didn't see this.
forced,
I didn't see this.
basically forced Jeremy Lin to say, yeah, whatever happened in New York, yeah, whatever, it's all good. You piece of garbage. You went to the Knicks and said, what you guys did paying that man, what he deserved, by the way, was kooky, was bananas, was crazy, was stupid, because your little ego, who couldn't win crap, was hurt. So you had to try to knock the next guy because he was becoming a bigger star in New York than you punk.
Come on now. Is Jalen Brunson even better than Hoodie Melo, though?
Look,
Jalen Brunson is better than every Melo. Melo's a
No, he's
fraud.
not.
I was waiting for an apology from Melo. I was waiting for an apology that entire
I was
Yeah,
waiting
dude,
for an
that's
apology
nasty.
for Melo as well because he knows what he did was wrong. Is there anyone who didn't see this? I guess let's
I
start.
didn't. I didn't.
I
This is
did not see it.
madness.
I did not see
I
it.
can't believe. I
None
can't
of
believe
you
what
have
you're
seen
saying.
this?
No,
No,
I
that's
haven't.
madness. That's wild
Okay,
to me.
if none of you have seen this, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take it off. And what we're gonna do is, we don't have time. I'm gonna send you the link. And we will talk about it next week. And I will save my rant for next week, and bring up the most incredible hire in the NBA. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Tiago Splitter.
Yes.
The Tiago Splitter, the starting center for the world champion San Antonio Spurs, is now the head coach of the Chicago Bulls.
I think that they needed a new voice in Chicago. I mean, I felt like Billy Donovan. They got everything
And,
that they were
and
going to
that's
get.
the
out of
voice
him.
they picked.
Yeah, they were going to get out of him.
Anybody who played under Pop the way he did, I feel like he's gonna make a good coach. The kind of player he was in my head, it like translates to him being a good coach. He wasn't like, a big ego guy, the star guy. He did all the little things for the team, played hard defense, listened to everything the coach said. I feel like that type of player is kind of made for trying to be a coach versus a star or like a really good player in a sense.
That's look what he did for Portland too. Like Chauncey Billups left that a mess. And whatever happened to Chauncey, I don't know enough information to speculate naturally, but that was a mess. And for Splitter to kind of step in and be the voice of reason and solidify a situation where they ended up being a much better team than I think anybody expected, I think he at the very least deserves this opportunity. And yeah, maybe a new voice with this Bulls team. I mean, that just seems to tread in mediocrity. Who knows?
And so, Ori, and you're going to love this. Word on the street is the Trailblazers have been entertaining bringing Chauncey Billups back.
Really? Oh, man.
Yes.
Isn't he going to jail?
Yeah. No, he's not going to jail. No.
That's why I didn't want to speculate. I wasn't sure.
So they've been entertaining bringing him back. Now, he got the job very much like Joe Mazzulla got the job in Boston. Like he got the job on a whim. Like he wasn't really prepared to be the head coach. Like this was like a couple of weeks before the season started. He was an assistant. They were supposed to have Chauncey Billups. With that being said, I thought that he did a good job. I do question some of his late game rotations and his adjustments. They were bad, but I think that goes without saying because he was a new coach, and I think that we have to remember that guys like Denny Advia, he got the most out of him. Like he turned him loose. Like maybe he can do that. You already know how I feel about Josh Giddey, Tone. Maybe he can do that with Josh Giddey. And I like to show
You're a little too giddy on Josh Giddey.
I am.
I don't think he's him. I think they're going to be disappointed with Josh Giddey. But hey, what do I know?
I don't hate this hire, and the reason why I don't hate this hire because I think that he's going to have a staff around him, enough people to point him in the right direction. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Here's the last one. I'm going to play a video for you. and I want you to just
Before
watch.
you play that video, Tone, real quick. Hey, shout out to Jalen for showing up to work sick. Shout out to Jalen.
Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out to
I
Jalen.
told you guys, toughest Jalen in the business.
Shout out to Jalen for showing up to work late. I mean, showing up to work sick.
He's the second greatest Jalen in New York Knicks history. Nope, third, because Rose played there. All right, so I'm gonna let you watch the video, and then we will discuss what you think about the all-time greatest team pool.
All my fellas. 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 All my fellas.
Oh, I'll let you look at it again. So let me break it down for you again. We have the all-time NBA champion bracket, I believe. 2020 Lakers faced off against the 2022 Golden State Warriors. Yes, this is Chill's video. Do you not see him right there? Lakers win that one. 2024 Lakers versus 2023 Nuggets. Celtics win. OKC Thunder. I don't see a year. Is that this year's Thunder and Knicks? Okay. The Knicks win. Then you got the Raptors.
That's my upset. That's my upset of the bracket.
It's last year's Thunder, not this year's Thunder, right? If we're
the team that won a championship, the NBA championship.
Yes, so 25. Yeah, not this year. Yeah, 25.
Oh, I'm sorry. Last year, yes. Last year's Thunder versus this year's Knicks, yes. Yeah. And then the 2019 Raptors versus the 2021 Bucks. Raptors win that one. Lakers beat out the Celtics. Raptors beat out the Knicks, and the Lakers. The 2020 Lakers winning the all-time. Any disputes?
First off,
sorry. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, so first off, the 3 and the 6 and the 4 and the 5 should be swapped. So I don't know what's up with that, but like with the way that it's lined up.
Did I have that wrong? Like should I had 3 and 6 and 4 and 5? I was trying to figure out.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, it's 1 8 4 5.
I thought it was 3 7. I thought it was 1 8 3 7.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. So
not the worst part of the bracket.
So obviously Ori and obviously Ori and I are
would have lost, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
they would not. No, they would. I don't think they would have lost because obviously LeBron and AD are the significantly better duo than Tatum and Brown. I'll be man enough to admit that. But is that duo good enough to surpass to meet the overwhelming depth that the Celtics had? I don't think so because. Drew and Derek White, they would have guarded whoever the starting guards were. Danny Green not able to score. Rajon Rondo not able to score. It would have been tough to, but the Celtics they had bodies to throw at LeBron James. It would have been a combo of Tatum, Brown, Drew, whoever it was, Anthony Davis. It would have been a combo of Al and Porzingis. So it would have been tough for sure. But I still think the Celtics would have won given their overwhelming depth and the fact that they had the higher ability to get hot and 3 being greater than 2. And we're talking about the 24 Celtics here, not the 25, 26 Celtics. Like this Celtics team, they were the ones hitting their threes. So I'll give you, but I'm with you that the 2020 Lakers are incredibly underrated. But outside of that, I would go Celtics 1. I'd probably go Thunder 2, and then I would go the Lakers 3. That's my opinion.
So. My stance on the 2020 Lakers is I don't think that people talk as much about how good this team was. I think it
was great.
I think that COVID shutting the season down really overshadowed how good this team really was. I mean, James was leading the league in assists that year.
That's right.
And that's not only was he leading the league in assists, when the season got shut down, I think the Lakers had won 47 games at that point. They were on their way to winning 60 plus games that year before the season got shut down. Then when we get to the playoffs, they mopped everybody, smoked. In fact, I think they lost every game. I think they lost every game in the playoffs, the first game, and then proceeded to sweep the team. Like they lost to the Trailblazers, game 1, smoked them the next 4 games. I think they lost the first game to Houston, then smoked them the next 4 games. I think they lost game 1 to Denver, then smoked them the next 4 games. And they handled Miami, which that series actually went further than what I thought. And I think that the Lakers to win 3 guys. I think that the Lakers' depth at the big spot, because not only did they have Anthony Davis at the 5, they also had Dwight Howard coming off the bench. They also had JaVale McGee coming off the bench. And in terms of defenders and in terms of dirty work guys, I mean, Kyle Kuzma was actually playing really good, and Alex Caruso was really good. And I found out, actually, I didn't find out, Chris. I got reminded that playoff Rondo was a real thing. Because I kind of forgot that playoff. I kind of forgot that playoff Rondo is actually a real thing. So when I think about how good that team was, I think that they would have won 60+ games that year. James had the season not got shut down. I had him winning the league MVP that year. Anthony Davis basically turned into Michael Jordan in the mid-range because he couldn't miss, and he just destroyed everybody. So I thought that the Lakers. I don't think that Warriors team. I don't think they get a game on the Lakers. I don't.
No, that Warriors team is so overrated.
I don't think they get a game on them.
I like that take.
But in general, that list, like I felt like Rick James on the Dave Chappelle show. There was like I wish I had 4 thumbs to give that list 4 thumbs down because that was not my favorite. 2024 Celtics. I'm sorry, depth man, no way. I know we're running out of time, but that Celtics team.
We're actually out of time, and I was going to let us go long because someone said they wanted to debate Chill on Duncan versus LeBron, but I sent the link and they didn't click it. So we are at time, unfortunately. So next week we are going to start with Mellow Jerk, Card Jerk Alo.
Oh, you didn't like that at all. You didn't like that at all.
You can call him whatever you like.
Will that be a live stream of the draft, or is that Tuesday, or is it Wednesday?
Oh, is it draft?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm assuming. Yeah.
It's either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. One of them two.
I'll tell you this: if it's Tuesday, Fluent and Chill, we should
Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, the 23rd and the 24th. Yeah.
Are we gonna do our full first round with Trista again, like we did last year? That might be an off-camera conversation we need to have. All right.
There you go. Right.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that off camera. Until then, I want to debate flat Earth. Truffles come back next Wednesday, 8:30. Come back. We will do it. Yes, that's my favorite thing. I had flat Earth David go 2 times.
No.
You ever talk to somebody and you lose brain cells?
That's suspicious.
When Flat Earth Dave was on here, I was so like, what am I listening to right now?
I'm gonna bring him back. He's so
no, you're not. No, you're not, Tony. Yeah, I want nothing to do with that. Nothing.
I love it.
Never landing on the moon. We'll only talk about landing on the moon.
This guy is ridiculous. Absolutely not. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, y'all know what time it is when y'all see us. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for having us. We will see you guys next week. You know where to find us. That's Jalen right there, actually doing the dirty work today, showing up sick. So that's my man Ori right there. That's Chris right there in the corner. This is my man Tony Tone, Fluent and I am Chill. We do this every Wednesday at 8:30. We will see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey man, call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. Talk to you guys soon. But until then, take it light. Take it.
The stage is set. Diversity of takes. Nothing but buckets of debate. Thanks to Sports Fluent, Chilltown Hoops, All-American Hoops, Hoop Social, and Jalen Carter Music. Fluent versus Chill versus everyone. The internet's best sports debate show. Subscribe now. Stay heated. Stay hooping.
Now you're more fluent.